Hey, welcome to Mile 20 Podcast. I am Laura, and I am with my bestie, Lori.
Yes.
And we're kind of taking a little bit of a detour this week because we're doing a girls' weekend.
We're throwing the format out the window.
Totally throwing the format out the window, and we got our daughters with us this podcast. And I still want to say this is where epic shit happens.
This is where epic shit happens.
Right.
It's just unfolding around us.
It is
right
unfolding around us. So we've been talking about our daughters for the past couple of episodes, and we're doing a girls' weekend down at our house in the Chesapeake, and we're bringing them in.
Maybe we should have them introduce themselves as to who they are and who they belong to. You want to start?
Go ahead.
I am the Lee / Eisenstein of the family. So I'm Laura's daughter, and I'm the lawyer that she talks about quite frequently. So
Yay.
Yeah. Maddie Lee.
Only child. I
am an only child.
And who the fuck are you that's sitting next to me?
I'm the best one.
You're my favorite. No.
Eat that.
Maggie, I'm lying. I'm so lying, Maggie.
Wow.
So, like, technically I'm a Feckman, but I'm an honorary Lee.
She is an honorary Lee. Yes.
She has called
Yes.
herself the favorite child.
So have your parents. So, you know.
And did you say your name?
Oh, yeah, I'm Ella Feckman.
And I am Maggie, usually behind the camera, but on camera this time.
Welcome.
All right, so before we go into like our weird format for today, we do have some exciting news to share running wise.
Oh yeah, this is
the bomb.
yes, this is the bomb. I would say I think I found a text or an email from you
Yes.
from 2016.
2016.
From 2016, where she listed our potential marathons for the 2016 fall season, in which Marathon du Medoc was one of them. Marathon du Medoc is a unique race that occurs in the Medoc region, which is outside of Bordeaux in France,
France.
in which
French toast. French fries.
they have 23 aid stations that all have a typical race. You go to an aid station. It is, would you like water or Gatorade? And sometimes there's nutrition.
Bananas.
Yes. At the oranges.
Sometimes salt.
The Marathon du Medoc also offers red or white.
At
And-
every stop.
At every stop. And I think there's like oysters and charcuterie. And I saw something about sausage. I don't know.
That's what she said.
Anyhow, we have been monitoring
like
the
this race.
website for quite a while.
Yes. And so the other day, let's back up. So the interesting thing about this Medoc marathon was they do not go and publish what day they are putting out their registration, like when registration opens on their website.
Yeah, this is not good for the anal Americans who have to plan ahead.
No,
But it was
and
beautifully aggravating.
yeah, and you know, like in most races, like like all right, this like registration opens on March 5th. So this one was we open up in early March.
We will not disclose a time nor
First
a date.
come, first serve. Oui. And we're like, holy shit. Like, we want to really, really get into this. So not only Lori and I wanting to run this race, and this is in the beginning of September, but we also got Maggie and Maddie to pony up and say, yep, we're interested.
Unfortunately, Ella will be attending Penn State
I'm
in
also
the fall.
not 21.
Yeah,
And
you
she's
got to
not
be 20
21.
for that one. So, yeah, but you'll be
Nor
at
am I
school.
20.
You'll be at school.
I'm going
You'll
to
be
tell
living
you
your best
right
life,
now,
girl.
girlfriend, though, I already know I'm willing to go back.
Me too.
Haven't even ran it.
Me too. So we start monitoring because the beginning of March is March 1st.
Jim Lee is the bomb.
Yes, my husband is the bomb. So I start monitoring because we're 6 hours behind France. I start monitoring at 6 p.m. on February 28th. And I monitored the shit out of that website for freaking like 2.5 days. Well, my husband, Jim, got this great idea that he would set up a bot that would alert him when the website changed.
His bot was a lot more effective than mine.
Yes, because one morning I had monitored the site until about 4 a.m. in the morning when I finally fell asleep.
I think I checked it at 6 a.m. and there was no change.
Right? The same day, right?
Same day.
So I'm still asleep at 6 a.m. She's checking it at 6 a.m. Jim comes into our bedroom and he wakes me out of a complete dead sleep. And he's like, "You are a go. The website changed." And I it was like
It's the military thing.
it was
He understood the
instantaneous. I sit up out of bed. I grab my phone. I had the website already like teed up on my phone. I'm getting in there and I'm like, oh crap, like the registration that they have open is with accommodations. It's not just for the bib. So I'm texting Lori, like, dude, like, do we make a play on the accommodations too? Like, or do we wait? Because they were doing it in 2 waves. We ended up going and like, just let's pull the trigger on it. So what happened?
We were just texting back and forth and we're like, let's do this. I don't know how to even add because you did that so well.
It just,
you got it.
we got bibs.
We got bibs.
We got bibs.
We have bibs. And
4 of us.
4 of us. And seriously, it's been
Sad. Are you excited?
what, nine years in the making.
I'm so excited to go to France, the 4 of us.
Wow.
There's gonna be a lot of
like I
vino
didn't even
consumption.
want to go.
But when you're old enough, we can go again. That's the beauty of it. But then we'll be seasoned and we'll we'll know the ropes for like the race. I feel like I'm gonna like kiss you. Mwah.
I feel like
I'm
you need to
excited to get
train
lit.
yourself through college and then you'll be ready.
Oh, I'm about to have a blast at Penn State.
I have one more thing to add. The theme for Medoc is sea theme.
Yes,
And so
the
I think
sea.
we're thinking, yes, like SEA, not the letter C, themed. And so I think we're thinking pirates, dressing up as pirates.
I'm all on board for pirates. We haven't really discussed this as a group.
Can my one request be that someone does the Captain Jack Sparrow run the entire 26.2?
I threatened to do it for a good portion of it, maybe
my
not the
God.
entire time. I feel like that would fuck up my gait.
You can
I feel like I'm
You can-
game for as long
you
as
can
I can.
popcorn read it, you know.
Can we do every other mile? So like every 4th mile, we all take a leg of running like ridiculous people.
That's so awesome. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I think I'm on board with that.
I kind of want to do like wasn't there a guy that had like a squid on his face?
Oh, yeah.
feel like-
that's Davy Jones.
I
Yeah.
feel like
That's not a
I
squid
feel
on
like
his
I-
face, he is the squid.
he is the squid.
Yeah, it's not like a squid on his face.
Well, his head is
Oh, his
squiddy.
beard. Yeah, I feel like
Very
we're gonna
tentacle.
channel that.
I would know. I've been watching these since the day I was born.
That's right.
literally.
This is true.
I have a thing for Captain Jack Sparrow. She was going to be named Elizabeth. I was really trying hard.
Or Jackson.
No?
I do need
Or
to share.
Jackson.
I do need to share. I'm going to jump ahead a bunch of marathons. There was a marathon that we did in the Outer Banks, and there was a life-size cutout of actually like Jack Sparrow. And Lori might have like tried to like maybe
Dry hump it.
dry hump the thing, and then she kissed
Sorry,
it.
Dave.
She kissed the thing. Yeah, I picture. So when we get to North Carolina, we'll definitely share pictures on that. But that was a moment. So all right,
Yes.
so we cheers to Medoc.
Wait, one quick
Yes,
second.
yes.
The other thing to know about Medoc is that 85% of the field actually dresses up in costume according to the theme. So like the dress up and the wine, like it's an entire experience. So we are psyched.
And I'm really psyched about the costumes.
She's a costume.
So
she does costumes.
Yeah,
a lot.
can I share what I did during COVID?
Please, absolutely.
So when COVID hit, it was a blow to like everybody, right? And so my entire team, I'm a leader of at the time of a pretty large team of folks, and we worked in downtown Philadelphia, and we all ended up being remote for a long period of time. And I thought it would be funny one morning where because I have a lot of costumes, I went and wore a stormtrooper helmet and I just did one of those like, hey, may the force be with you all today on Teams. And my team loved it. And then the next day I did something else. And they're like, keep it coming, Laura, keep it coming. I did 72 straight business days of costume wearing where I would not only send it out on Teams to my team, but then I would take the pictures and send it out in chats to family and friends.
There were literally so many mornings that my mother asked either my father and I before we started our workday or right when we were hopping into it, oh my gosh, I have 5 minutes until my meeting. Can you take a picture of me? Wait, shit, I need to fix my wig. Hold on. Do I look good? Is this okay? I need to look like I'm working. Hold on, I need to get my laptop. And she would set herself up at like the dining room table and look like she was working in whatever costume she had put on that day. I think the most hilarious might have been the T-Rex costume.
T-Rex.
I like little hands.
I liked the Big Lebowski, but then I dressed up. What was the Game of Thrones?
Jon Snow.
No,
or Daenerys.
Yeah, I was Daenerys from. That was my last one because it was like, that was my. That was my final. Oh, am I hitting you with my hat?
That you were able to do that at the dining room table, even while Dad and I were working on our, what was it, a 6,000 piece puzzle or 3,000 piece puzzle?
It was like 6 or 10,000 piece puzzle.
It was a puzzle that took up the entire dining room table, and she was still able to capture these pictures in the
little space you guys left me
in the frame. Yeah, we did not. We took over my mom's workspace, unfortunately.
See, I think it's amazing that she had 72 freaking costumes to wear. I think that alone is freaking impressive as hell.
And I didn't even wear all of them, and that's the scariest thing. I burnt my family out because they wouldn't take pictures of me in the morning anymore. So yeah, so I'm very, very excited about the Madoc marathon. All right. So,
even today, because we're
go
we're
ahead,
doing like a Harry Potter thing. She came out in a full Gryffindor robe, tie, the whole thing, the glasses. I mean, and we're not even doing all that. I mean, we are doing a lot actually. I mean, she's doing a lot, but she came out in the full costume today.
You gotta feel it, man.
You should be dressed up like that now.
I probably should have been dressed up. Yeah. So Ella, tell everybody what we're doing today. So we're doing a girls' weekend in the Chesapeake, but what's our theme today? It's like kind of mishmash, right?
Yeah. We're doing Harry Potter movie marathon, aka like 3 movies.
Because we're running out of time because we're doing this right now, right?
We just sat and talked for a while.
Yes.
And then we're also doing book themed snacks and drinks.
And what books are we doing?
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
ACOTAR, right?
ACOTAR.
Yeah.
Sarah J. Maas.
Yep.
Is there Thorn of Glass?
Love the Moss.
Thorn of Glass.
Is there?
I don't know.
I think.
You're making.
No, I don't think that. Do you guys have anything? Laura and Maddie came down last night, and when we got here this morning, I mean, I'm sure Maggie will post some photos and videos. Definitely. The food, everything is. Our drinks are themed. Actually, Maddie, would you like to introduce our cocktail of this episode?
Absolutely. So our cocktail is in celebration of the Summer Court for A Court of Thorns and Roses series. It is a limoncello spritz, and it's meant to be like a very summery oriented drink, and it's very light and refreshing, but still a little limoncello kind of taste. So
yeah, it's delicious. You guys did it. Laura and Maddie, they go to the absolute nines. Maddie got married in September. They had the bridal shower here. It was insane. Just Laura has a taste for decor. Yeah. and planning things that is amazing. I just don't have that in me. I wish I did, but yin and yang, right?
Yin and yang, and just know I'm your girl when these girls get married. So
I know you are. I'm going to be leaning on that a lot.
I got you.
We're gonna have easy planning.
And probably at that point in time I'll be like retired. So like we'll be good.
For sure.
And I get to spend your money and not mine.
Don't say that too loud. Dave is going to be sweating his ass off.
Hey, we did.
at home.
We stayed within a budget, so we were good. We were good.
The
All right.
Laura Lee was great with budget. Just gonna put that out there. She like for the wedding, for the bridal shower.
Because
that
I did
kind
a lot of stuff
It was
myself.
terrific. Yeah, she did a lot of stuff herself. She definitely embraces the DIY mentality, but also she looks at something usually and is like, I could do that the same or better. So let's just try it.
And she does.
Yeah, I'd say 80 to 95% of the time she hits it right on the head.
That's the engineering. That's the engineer in me. Yeah, it's engineer.
There's also one more thing if we're talking about costumes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we have the puppy dogs with us.
I have my favorite child, Kona. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I love them
Hear
both.
you.
I'm sorry. I love them both. They're both my angels. Don't tell my actual dogs.
So melted.
But they're the Bat Boys from ACOTAR. So
Even
They're-
though Kona's a girl.
yeah, Laura's not the only one in costume tonight.
No. We are absolutely dog loving family. So we only have two of our dogs here, Maddie's dog and my dog. But Lori's family's dogs, they have 3 dogs, and they are not here with us today because it would be absolute mayhem.
Yeah, mine are lunatics. I have 2 pointers, English pointers, and one, what do we call him? A
Terrier? Is he a
Jackson?
Jack Russell?
Jackson.
Terriers.
Yeah, Jack Russell Terrier mix. Yeah, but it's really our 3-year-old male pointer that's a lunatic.
Is he 3? I thought he was like 2.
No, he's 3 now.
All right. So before we jump into like the different format today, the really cool thing that I want to go and also share is that like 2 of our girls and one soon to be are both marathon runners as well. So Maggie has done the Grand Rapids Marathon with us, right? You want to talk about the ones that you've run with us?
Yeah, sure. I beat Maddie out in doing it first.
By months.
At a way younger age.
This is what it's like to have siblings, Maddie. Just in case you didn't
Maddie,
know,
this
here
is
it
what
is.
it's like to be a
It's
sibling.
unfamiliar.
The lifetime of trauma.
Yeah, this is what it's like to be a sibling.
It's always coming
So
in second.
in 2019, I was 17, and I ran the Grand Rapids, Michigan, my marathon, my senior year of high school. And so I honestly just remember crying at mile 12, thinking, holy shit, this is only less than halfway through, and there's double this to go. And so I honestly think I had one of the first panic attacks in my life during that race that they had to talk me through.
Yes, I remember that vividly.
Yeah, so I was definitely panicking at the distance. And then in 2023, the 4 of us later ran Philly together.
But hold on, you absolutely persisted through the panic attack, which panic attacks can be absolutely debilitating. So for you to continue running and finish the marathon, that takes a lot of energy, that takes a lot of character. It takes a lot of support. So good on the 3 of you for getting through that race. And thank God they didn't have to go back to Michigan.
Yeah.
That never entered my
Amen.
mind. Never entered my
Amen.
mind. I just,
Amen.
wanted to support her. Never entered my mind.
All right, and then Maddie, you want to run through what marathons you've done because we're going to bring, when we get to these states, we'll bring the girls back into the mix and talk
you
about their
already did
experiences
Philly.
with us. But you want to talk about the races that you did with us?
So my first marathon, which may have been a mistake as choosing my first marathon, was New Orleans. I love the energy of New Orleans. I love the idea of being a person from New Orleans.
Don't do spoilers though.
All of those things. Let's just say it was probably not the best first start. It was not the best first example of a marathon. The second marathon that I ran was in Idaho. It was Mesa Falls, and I buckled down for training for my first 2 marathons.
You killed that,
But
though.
I focused a lot more on training for Idaho because I wanted to improve my experience from the first one.
Just one word, and we will get into that episode. There's just one word for that
Hurricane.
weekend. Oh, really? I was going to say debauchery.
Oh, hurricane. Debauchery.
The third one and my most recent one that I have run is the Philadelphia Marathon in 2023. It was just before I graduated from law school. I probably slacked off in my training because I was no longer. I was in a very new situation in terms of training and life stages, that kind of deal. So it was a very different marathon, and I was injured through most of it, which I think was discussed on the previous podcast.
Yeah, we talked about how Lori and I were like kind of like tanked like the last like 3 miles, and you were struggling, and we were like giggling, and then we're like, oh, Maddie.
These fuckers were giggling, and I was in tears. I just want to note that they were good spirited. They were definitely supportive. They were asking me how I was doing, but they're maniacally giggling in the final 3 miles, and I wanted to curl up and just go into the Schuylkill.
Meanwhile, I was the one coming in with the injury. And I was worried that I wasn't going to make it. And then you started struggling. And at mile 14, I was like, damn, I feel really good right now. And I left you guys in the dust. And I finished an hour before you guys, separating at mile 14. So I really picked it up and crushed it.
You handed Patricia the spoon off.
Yes, as mentioned prior, I had a spoon with me, a kitchen spoon, metal spoon. That Patricia, that bitch, that I was using for my IT band, and I gifted it to Maddie and left it behind as I moved forward.
Maddie, I just want to say that some of that maniacal giggling was because I was slightly inebriated because of I felt like I had to attack the beverage stops.
You
like
totally
you
tried to
did.
keep up
I
with
was
Maddie.
trying to stay with you. So any kind of really, really strong buzz, aka may have been slightly intoxicated at that finish, is only because I was, wanting to just bond with you.
She's being supportive. All right. So then we have Egla. So I call Ella Egla. And we'll probably get into that in one of our marathon episodes.
Yes.
No. I want to say that was Jackson. That was Jackson. Jackson, Mississippi.
Or Little Rock. I can't remember because those were close.
They were too drunk.
It was Jackson. It was Jackson.
It wasn't. It was the one wherever we looped around that.
It was
lake
Jackson.
Twice.
It was Jack.
Do you remember that?
It was Jackson because we did a double loop, and
No. The double loop around that lake in that park area. I feel like that was Little Rock.
I don't know. There at some
And
point,
we did a double stop, so we had a really
Yeah,
a theme. I'm so sorry. I'm really not an alcoholic, but we had a very nice buzz.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
we
at some
need a
point in time, I stopped calling your daughter Ella and I called her Egla. And now she is forever my Egla. So, Egla, what race are you going to do coming up this fall as your first race?
I trained for the Marine Corps this last summer, and then due to unfortunate circumstances, I pulled out, and because also everyone else did it too.
Yeah, we did.
Everybody
the
in
entire
this
group
room.
abandoned her.
Except for Dave.
No, we
Except for
abandoned.
Dave.
Yeah, we abandoned Dave,
We
not
abandoned
her.
Dave. All the girls abandoned Dave.
Yeah. And I'm really sorry to say this stuff, but he's kind of difficult to run with.
Well, okay, but to Dave's defense, Dave was a cross country runner through college, so he was a collegiate athlete. He has a competitive bone in his body, which
He does not run like Lori and I.
no, the man cannot run for about 4 years and then pick up an 8:30 pace. Like it's like he's casually running. And then he can train down from there, which is absolutely absurd, but commendable because I wish I had that talent.
Well, so training with him was like a blessing and a curse because it was like he kept me going when I desperately wanted to stop, which was just so nice because, deep down I knew if I stopped, it would just be way worse. But he like kept me going. But at the same time, it was like he like you said, he could just run for so long and so fast. He's long legs. He has just like that base knowledge of it, which is great for him. But I don't have that, so it was just like a lot harder for me to keep up. But he was also just like great at like talking me through it and like all that. So it was like great because it was like, you know, kind of more my pace to run, but also it's just really hard for me. So, but yeah, I didn't run Marine Corps. He did. I didn't. But I am this coming year.
First marathon. Gonna pop your cherry.
Baby's first marathon. Oh. Baby's first
You're gonna pop your marathon cherry.
Please don't talk about my daughter like that.
I'm 17.
So going back to the
I'm a child.
I think it's really positive. It's a great indicator of different mentalities. And I know that like Mom and Lori, you guys have talked about it in your previous episodes, but it's a great indication of a different mentality going into a marathon, going into training for a marathon. A huge part of the game, so to speak, is visualizing what you are going to do on the day. Very similar to how Carly Lloyd did before the 2018 World Cup. Mm-hmm. You visualize what you're going to do so that on the day you can perform at the best level you possibly can. Whether that is back of the pack, whether that is middle of the road, trying to PR, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you visualize it during your training.
That's awesome, Maddie. Absolutely. Ella.
That's my daughter.
Ella, you're going to have a unique experience because some of your deep training is going to happen at Penn State.
Alone.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to be alone. Guaranteed there's a run club at Penn State, and you need to seek them out and find it.
It's very popular and up and coming. There is a Penn State running club, and since I have left school...
A Penn State alum?
Yes, Penn State alum here. Since I have left school, the running club has blown up for singles. So it's a huge, like, singles running club situation where one I saw on social media was huge. If you're single, wear black to the run, and everyone wore, like, black if they were single and a different color if they were taken to, like, go on the run and, like, meet people, potentially. But there is a running club at Penn State, and it looks like it's gotten a lot more popular since I have left school. So you should definitely join that.
I think my sister's trying to set me up.
To the unknown.
For sure. Absolutely.
She's my wingman.
All right. So we cover down on Madoc, our drinks for the day, and then like a little bit of backstory of our girls, and like I think it's really freaking cool, Lori, that like we have girls that are freaking badasses.
Hell yeah.
No, like seriously, like we have girls that are badasses.
We do.
And that we did not drag them into like the running space. They all voluntarily, like said, "Hey, like I want to go and do this." And we're like secretly praying that they decide to go and do the 50 states as well, so that way we can go and like tag along as well.
I agree. But I don't want to discount either the fact that I do hope someday DJ will also want to run one. Although,
and maybe my son-in-law Matthew.
Hey!
He was much easier to like try to talk into for the Madoc before we signed up. Just going to put that out there.
To run it?
I was pointing out to him there's a whole training plan out there, and you don't start at 18 miles and all this other stuff. And he was kind of like, It wasn't, it was very similar to you two contemplating the 50 states. You're like, no, not possibly. And then, and then, no,
that was
not
me.
possibly.
That was me. Lori was always bought into the 50 states.
I was
That was me.
100% 50 states.
That was totally me.
Wait. That's the second round of the 50 states you're talking about there.
Yes, that's...
Yes.
Sorry, I just listened to the Big Sur episode, so this is fresh in my mind. But so Matthew was in the stage. So you might be able to catch him on a good day. Maybe
Philly. Maybe Philly would be like a good start.
Philly might be cursed for me personally, but I could be the beer bitch. I'm comfortable with that. We've seen that.
I've been that. I usually deliver to them.
What does it mean to be the beer bitch to you, Egla?
A lot of hard work.
What goes into being the beer bitch for these two bitches?
Tracking.
Yes.
Phone tracking, time tracking. Not only tracking them, but like the Philly one that you guys talking about where Maggie left them. We had to not only track them and wait for them, but we had to find this one was hard. We had to find the perfect place where they just so happened to lap it twice. So we got her the first time, waited for them, and then we moved down the road just a little bit because then perfect timing. By the time we got there, Maggie was coming back, and then we waited for them again, and then we just made it in time to run and get Maggie at the finish line. Like, it was just, it's so much work. It's so much tracking and like timing. Oh my God.
So we beyond appreciate our beer bitches.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you appreciate me enough to give me a title that's so flattering.
We might have to get like shirts like the next go around.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I'm thinking.
Is my Team Lady Balls shirt not enough?
Oh yeah.
I still have it.
Yeah.
So really quickly, me and my husband Dave and Laura and her husband Jim, we have a group chat with the four of us. And the title of it, thanks to Laura, is Lady Balls. Which is funny because we're doing this podcast and we always are joking about sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls. So we established the Lady Balls text message name when we did a double, and we'll talk about this in a couple weeks. But we ran the Kansas City Marathon and the Des Moines Marathon on a Saturday and a Sunday of the same weekend. It's called the I-35 Challenge. And at that point in time, our husbands dubbed that we had Lady Balls. So that then became our text message stream between the four of us.
Yes. Really quickly before the moment goes too far away, when you were talking about Matthew running a marathon, I wonder. I do not have I do not have a son-in-law yet.
We're waiting. We're waiting with bated breath.
But we do have a serious boyfriend who is like
well, listen here, guys.
Connor can sometimes be a little bit bipolar with these things, though.
Listen here, we have a plan, a brainwashing plan, if you will.
That was a royal we.
Well, it's mainly me.
That's a capital W.
We're gonna help.
It's me going brainwashing Connor. He ran the Philly 8K last year, and so I got him to sign up for Broad Street this year, which is 10 miles. And so he's signing up for the Philly half this year. Incremental. So we're incrementally going up. And if he does the Philly half this year, in 2026, I'm like, oh, you'll be 26. It'll be 26. And you can run 26.2 miles. So I think that's what's going to happen. And we're going to get him there.
Okay. And I know I'm biased, so I'm probably like, wouldn't you want your first to be Medoc?
That's crazy. So Connor is coming to France with us
Matthew?
as well. But I don't foresee him signing up for that. We already know he's going to say it's a vacation. So why would he run on it?
Matthew will probably just hang out with Connor. Let's be honest.
And our fathers.
Yes, but here's the thing. We do not need a beer bitch this particular race. What we need are participants in pirate costumes.
That's a great point. I'll work my magic, but I don't think we'll get there.
If we get Matthew to grow out his hair, I feel like he could be some version of Jack Sparrow.
Oh, hold on. Wait, no. Wait. Because I do have a crush on Jack Sparrow. We cannot do that for me mentally. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that would be really creepy. That would be really creepy. Like I'm not okay with that.
I'd be a fan.
You did not see what she did to the sign in the Outer Banks, Maddie. You do not want Matthew to go and like dress up as Jack Sparrow. I'm just saying.
That's my mom. Please stop.
I mean, good for you, Maddie, if he does, but man, don't do that to me.
So anyway, what exactly are we up to today?
That was just the transition we needed. So while we're talking about costumes, Laura and Maddie put together the most beautiful weekend for us. We mentioned earlier we're doing ACOTAR themed and Harry Potter themed. So we're all wearing matching. For those of you who are joining us on YouTube,
And
you can see us.
And honestly, if you're not joining us on YouTube, you are missing probably about 50% of what is happening. Just going to say that online right now.
So we are all sitting together on a couch very close together wearing matching t-shirts. Unsure why Laura and my mother are wearing bright green fuzzy hats.
Slytherin, because we're very, very confused as to what we're doing today.
Go Birds.
Right. So they
Go Birds.
They bought them for the Eagles, but they're wearing them right now because they just couldn't wait till next season.
And the really, really cool thing is that they're fuzzy and you can like pet them. Like it just like I love petting my hat right now.
Like I have been doing
You can
periodically.
get them on Amazon.
Anyways, we're all wearing matching shirts that say Valaris City of Starlight for ACOTAR. Maddie will now model the back. It has various phases of the moon going into the 3 points of Valaris Mountains going down the shirt. That matches the front of the shirt as well. But beyond just that, we're going to try to watch as many Harry Potter movies as we can. Like we said, we probably will get to 3 to 4 of them. But the last part of this episode will be some Harry Potter trivia just for fun to throw some in there.
to throw this whole thing in perspective, this whole thing started because we saw on TikTok or Instagram a really cool ACOTAR, which is a Court of Thorns and Roses themed party with people dressed up, and it looked fun and drinks, and we're like, yes, we need to do this. But then, and of course, Laura and Maddie offered, to host and do it down here at the Chesapeake Bay.
And do epic shit.
But here's the problem. When we get down here, we can have drinks, we can have food, but what else we're going to do? And because ACOTAR
steal.
doesn't have
Hold on, don't worry.
movies just yet.
You're stealing mine and Ella's scheming plot.
This was totally
actually.
us.
Ella. All right, so Ella and I unlocked a version of our friendship this year, partially in tailgates at the Eagles games.
Hell yeah.
We grabbed dinner at some point before watching The Lion King together, the live action Lion
Mufasa.
Mufasa. Sorry,
Mufasa.
sorry, correction. Yes,
Watch it.
Mufasa.
Great movie.
The two of us were scheming though at dinner. And Ella's like, I need to do epic things before I go to college. Like, I just need to get in some things. And one of them is a Harry Potter marathon. And I was like, why don't we do a Harry Potter marathon? Like, we can just do it. We can organize it. So,
Yeah, sorry. And plus on top of that, like the talks of, yes, they did like the ACOTAR drinks and stuff. That was I'm not going to steal their thunder on that one. But I was like, because that was already kind of in the talks. I was like, why not? Because respectfully, I'm not one. I mean, obviously, sitting here and chatting is great. But like, I feel like you need to like have something else. And I'm like, why not? On top of that,
add
watch
some
Harry
movies.
Potter. Like, come on, it's brilliant.
Movies
They're all
are the
books.
best complement to food and drinks.
Exactly, and they're all books. So really, the Harry Potter aspect, us two right here.
That's our scheming. But so we are, as Lori was saying, we're doing a combo of ACOTAR and Harry Potter, and Maggie is going to run us through some trivia questions specific to Harry Potter, the movies. Unfortunately, and maybe very badly, none of us have really read the Harry Potter books. I know a lot of people might gasp at that. We're so sorry.
I'm going to do it when I retire, though, Maddie. When I retire, I'm going to actually read the Harry Potter books.
That is actually not true because
I was raised on those books. I was raised on them.
yes, so I took, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, or was almost retired stay-at-home mom, me and the 3 kids would take these crazy road trips during the summertime. And I refused to put them in front of a screen for 12 hours a day while we were sitting in a car driving from Philly to Kentucky, Kentucky to Florida, wherever we were going. I would rent the audiobooks from the public library.
Because that's when you had to rent things versus like just
Well, no,
downloading
you-
them from Audible.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. Or buy them.
Yeah, you would get like a little DVD and like put
Yes.
it in your car, and then you have to return it.
Honestly,
Old school.
for you, because Laura, I waver. I do both. I read books. I do Audible. Laura is
100% Audible now.
yeah.
I can't buy a book and then just have it sit. Like it just, to me, it's like I miss the smell of a book, the flip of a book. What?
I'm the opposite.
Yeah,
I know. It's like it was really, really hard for me to transition to go to Audible, but I found that like I would just have piles of books.
I think Ella's more talking about the piles of books. So for those out there who understand what a TBR is, it's a to be read list. And Ella and I probably have both very, very long
Don't
lists.
call me out here. Don't call me
Sorry,
out.
Egla.
I have a really long TBR.
I have at least like 4 books that have come out recently that I absolutely must read before the start of April, and it's a little into March now. So TBRs are real. It's an endemic, and we
It's a
neglect
sickness.
them
It's a disease.
to reread books sometimes.
No, but the
But
worst.
what, I'm sorry. That's the beauty of doing a TBL, to be listened, versus to TB read, because when you TBL listen, you can go and say, wow, I need to go and listen to these like within the next 2 weeks, and you could put it on speed like 1.7 on your Audible and like feel like you're just going in like the speed of light.
I
that
wait,
working out
wait,
for
wait.
you?
But I
Not-
feel
not
like
well.
I feel like the smut of a Court and Thorns and Roses must have been like a 2 minute.
I don't need to hear that.
Slow that down, girl. When it comes to the smutty scenes, I go to like 0.5, and I'm like, yeah.
That's it? That's all you slowed it down to? That's it?
Anyway, wait. We digress really quickly. So I highly recommend the Audible to the Mrs. Audible Queen. Yes. So the Audible, the guy who I cannot remember his name, but the guy who read Harry Potter is freaking amazing. He won the Grammy in 2001 and 2008.
His name is Jim Dale.
Jim Dale. I mean, he is consistent with voices across all of the books of Harry Potter. He read all of them. It is so entertaining and amazing. Highly recommend.
So, on the Harry Potter note, I think we should get into our Harry Potter trivia. Dun, 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 dun. Alrighty, so let's get into the trivia. So here's how it's gonna work. All 4 of you, we'll start with Maddie, then Laura, then Mom, then Ella, will answer a question that I have. And the person with the closest answer will dictate the team who goes first. Then we'll alternate teams to answer the question. And if you pass or you don't know the answer, the other team gets the chance to steal the point. The team with the highest score at the end wins.
I have a question.
Her laptop.
Yes. I have a question. If my teammate is answering the question, can I help her?
So after you come up with an answer, you guys can discuss. Feel free to talk through it. But after you decide on an answer, say final answer, and that is the answer that I will count.
Egla is already establishing that she has the weakest like partner of the 4 of us. So.
You said it.
She's been bitching about it for 3 hours.
She bitched because we were gonna do Lori and I and Egla and Maddie, and then Maddie and I, and then it ended up being like Egla and I.
That
and then
would have
it
been
was like,
rigged.
Fuck.
No. This is gonna be great. I just.
It's all good.
My back already hurts. Let's just say that.
It's okay. I'm crawling on it, man.
I know Maddie liked that joke.
All right.
All right, here we go.
So
Harry
here's
Potter
the
trivia.
first question to determine who goes first. So Maddie will answer, then Laura, then Mom, then Ella, and the closest answer will determine who goes first. The question is, how old was Dumbledore when he died? Maddie, it's to you first.
259.
Laura? Give us a guess.
260.
Ella?
I think it was like 150.
I'm going to go with 151.
You're actually a joke. That's so mean.
So much game theory right now.
That's like when you're in a bidding war and you're like, oh my god, $100, $100.01.
All right. So the answer was 115. So Ella was closest.
Oh.
Come on.
So 150 was a great guess because J.K. Rowling did say 150, but at the same time she said a certain year, which would have it end up being 115. So Laura and Ella will go first. So the first question's to Ella and Laura. What are the 3 unforgivable curses? You have 30 seconds to answer.
Okay, so
I got nothing, dude.
When you're done, say final answer.
wait, do I have to like say like the name of it, like the actual like Avada Kedavra and like the when you spell it, or can I just say like what it does?
You have to say what the curse is.
Oh, okay, we're screwed.
I got nothing, dude.
I only know Avada Kedavra, and then I know the one that they did in class.
I got nothing for you.
Laura, come on, man.
Sorry.
Oh my God. I know one.
You have 10 more seconds.
Pass.
Maddie's gonna know it.
All right. You guys can try.
We at least have 2. We have the Cruciatus, or Cruciatus. I don't know the pronunciation.
That's right, Cruciatus.
And then the Abracadabra, or the Killing Curse.
But we can't remember the
I can't
third.
remember the third. It's a petrification one, isn't it?
By we, you mean Maddie?
Cruciatus is pain.
Cruciatus is pain.
There's a petrification, and then there's.
You guys have 10 more
Abracadabra.
seconds.
No. It's the one where you can make the person do what you want, right?
That's Cruciatus.
Oh, is it?
It-
Oh,
they're
yeah. That
controlling
is
the spider.
Cruciatus. Yeah. You're right.
All right. Time is up. It was Avada Kedavra, Crucio, and Imperio.
Imperio.
Does Crucio?
What does
Cruciatus-
Imperio
See,
do?
I just remember the class.
Yeah, I would have accepted
the
that,
spell.
but you were missing the third.
See, I
So
remember
for the
class.
future,
I-
do you want the spell or the curse?
So
I
it's
don't
zero.
care.
It's
As
zero-
long
it's
as you
zero-
say
it's 0
it.
points because nobody got it.
That-
There we
Exactly.
go. Move on.
It's 0 points. Okay, the next question is to Mom and Maddie. Question number 2, who was the half-blood prince?
Professor Snape.
Final answer?
Yes.
Correct.
That's such an easy
All right.
question. What?
I did know that.
We all knew that. Okay.
Okay, we're going to keep moving on.
I did watch all
Question
the
number
movies.
3 to Laura and Ella. What are the names of Harry's parents?
Lily and James. Final answer.
Correct.
Good job, Egla.
Thank you.
The score is tied 1-1 each.
I've read a
Question
fanfic.
number 4 to Maddie and Mom. In The Half-Blood Prince, the movie centers around potions. What does the potion Felix Felicis do?
I think I know this.
Isn't that the luck one? I feel like that's where,
Yes.
yeah, he gets, it's everything goes your way. It's like the luck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Final answer. The luck potion. Felix.
Feel
Well, you just said
whatever
the
you said.
potion
Yeah.
name. It's for luck.
Correct. It makes you lucky for a short period of time.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry.
The score is
I got it.
2-1.
Just hold the mic.
Yeah.
Ella and Laura, the question is to
I'm
you.
just gonna sit here and look pretty.
In
You
the
do that
hat.
easily, don't worry. You're gorgeous. Don't worry. Got it.
All right. Question number 5 to Ella and Laura. Who is Scabbers the rat?
Is his name Rat Tail? It's.
It was, it was somebody's pet.
Peter Pettigrew. Final answer.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm
All
And
right.
he turned into a person
Yeah,
at the end,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
all right. Yeah.
I'm really proud of myself for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Good job.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
go, girl.
Thank you.
All right. The score is 2-2. This question's to Mom and Maddie. Emma Watson was the youngest main cast member when they started filming The Sorcerer's Stone. How old was she?
I was going to say 8, but I That's just pulling it out of my ass.
If both of us are starting at 8, we should do 8.
Let's do 8.
8. Final answer.
Incorrect. Ella and Laura, you can steal.
9. Should we say 9? Should we say let's say-
11.
know.
I
11.
don't know.
Oh, actually, I was thinking 12 at first, so maybe it is 11.
Oh,
like
you
11,
went.
12.
All right, rock, paper, scissors on 11 or 12.
I would go with 11.
All right, go with 11.
11, final answer.
Incorrect. The answer was 10.
Oh, none of us got that one.
That's all right. That's all right.
They were so young.
Yeah. Which is
Alrighty.
good, 'cause that's like how old they were supposed to be in the movie.
Right.
They
Yeah.
grew up filming Harry Potter,
Yeah.
which I think is kind of amazing.
And it seemed like a good work environment, so it wasn't like the Nickelodeon kids.
Yeah.
Gagged.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Question number 7. This question is to Laura and Ella. What is the name of the wizarding suite that contains collectible cards of famous witches and wizards?
Ooh, I got no. Wait, can you repeat the question?
Uno. Uno.
Can you please repeat the question?
The question is, what is the name of the wizarding suite that contains collectible cards of famous witches and wizards?
Wizarding Suite?
Sorry, man. I got nothing. Uno.
Pass.
Uno.
All right, Maddie and Mom.
Okay, so we're debating right now between chocolate frogs and are you thinking it might be every flavor of bean?
Wait.
No, it's not in the beans. It's in the frog thing, but it's the card at the back. It's the brand of. It's the company that does the frogs.
Is that what
Frog
you're
jumps
looking
out of the
for?
window in the first movie, and then it's the Dumbledore card.
Yeah. So the question is it the company or is it the chocolate frogs? If it's the chocolate frogs,
Maggie's not gonna tell us.
If it's the
Is there
chocolate,
time up?
Yeah, we're gonna need to find out too soon.
if it's the chocolate frogs, I'm gonna be so mad. 'Cause, like I knew that. That was the company.
I say chocolate frogs.
That's
It's
not the
it's
company's
but
name.
it's the closest answer we have. It's
It is
better than nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Final answer.
Chocolate frogs.
Correct.
I'm so mad. I'm so upset by that. I thought you were asking the company.
I was just looking for the name of the suite. Chocolate
Oh,
frog.
the sweet.
What's
I
the-
was in
Am
my
I dumb?
head. I was thinking SUITE,
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
not
What is-
the SWEET.
I was just looking for SWEET.
Oh!
Words matter.
Spelling matters.
I'm like.
Suite doesn't make sense. That's a type of room.
Hello,
No,
this is from the person who thought that the elevator shaft was a building. So let's
right.
just put this in perspective right now, okay?
All right, moving on to
Moving
question
on.
number
Moving
8.
on.
So we start with it, right?
Question number 8 to Mom and Maddie. In the Chamber of Secrets, what does Ron's broken wand cause him to do when he tries to curse Draco Malfoy?
Ooh, doesn't he start spitting? No, he starts spitting slugs.
So Ron's wand ends up backfiring towards him, and he starts spitting up slugs. But I don't know if that's actually. Are you talking about in the chamber or just in the movie in general?
In the movie.
Yeah, he starts and he spits up slugs himself rather than Draco spitting up slugs.
Yeah, final answer. I agree.
Correct. All right, the score is 4-2, Maddie and Mom. To Ella and Laura, question number 9. Who gives Harry the Marauder's map?
Oh, that's Fred and George. Final answer. That's easy.
Correct.
If I got that wrong, you should sedate me.
Question number 10 to Mom and Maddie. The score is 4-3. How old must a student be to enter the Triwizard Tournament?
17.
Is it 17 or
17.
I trust your instinct?
17. Final answer.
Correct. Question number 10 to Laura and Ella. What 2 characters are real life father and son?
Oh, I don't even know if I know this one.
Is it? See, I was gonna consult
Don't-
with you with
yeah,
this.
don't-
but
yeah,
there's
don't
not
even
even
look
a.
at me.
There's
I
not
have
even
no
a
idea.
point.
I have no idea.
Is it Cedric and his dad? Final answer.
Incorrect. Mom and Maddie.
I'm going to lean on Maddie for this one.
Is it the Malfoys?
I don't know.
All right, so let's think of father and son. So father and son, you could have Edward Pattinson and whoever his father is, but I don't think that they're linked.
Wait. Are father and son in the movie, or do they also play father and son in the movie?
The question is, what two characters are real life father and son?
So it could be any character. Doesn't mean that
I think
they're
it might be
father
Draco
son.
and Lucius. They both have the white blonde hair.
No. But that was fake.
Oh.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Who else was father and son?
But I don't think they have to be father and son.
I don't
could be
think it
any.
would have been the Weasleys. Could have just been the
5.
Potters.
Oh,
We're going to need a final
Yeah.
answer.
Dudleys.
No.
I don't know.
All right.
Oh,
Incorrect. The answer is Mad-Eye Moody is Brendan Gleeson, and his son is Bill Weasley. Hall
really?
Gleeson.
Yeah. See, I knew it was going to be
Really?
unrelated. I had that feeling by the wording.
I don't know
That's
who the first character
Ah!
was.
It's okay.
Not what I thought of.
Just sit there and look pretty. Continue doing that.
My mom
doesn't know that.
look- All right.
You don't know any of these answers. You look
The
great.
next question number.
We can tell.
She makes
doing
the
her best.
hell out of a Harry Potter themed party, though. I'm just going to say that.
All right, the score is 5-3, Mom and Maddie. Question number 12 to Mom and Maddie. The question is, what saying does Dolores Umbridge make Harry write repeatedly that scars his skin?
I shall not. Wait, something about lies. I will not tell lies.
I shall not tell a lie.
I'm not gonna say it because then that would
No,
give it to
don't
them.
say it.
I will not tell a lie. I
Does
will
it have to
not
be
tell
word for
lies.
word? Okay.
I shall not tell lies.
I feel like it's longer.
10 seconds.
I must not tell a lie.
Ooh, I like that one. Yeah, I must not. I must not tell a lie. Yeah,
All right, final answer. I must not tell a lie.
I must not tell lies.
I'll give you the point. It's I must not tell lies.
All right, Lori corrected me, so it's her final
Did
answer.
I did hear Lori say that.
I'll give you the point because I heard it as well. All right,
Thank you.
it's 6-3, Mom and Maddie, Ella and Laura. The question
sorry,
number
Ella.
13
Okay, I forget.
is
Sorry.
what is the name of the group Harry forms to teach his friends defense spells?
Why are you giving us all the hard ones? Come on, this is.
I remember that part of the movie, though. I don't remember the name, but I remember that part of the movie.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pass it. Just pass.
Fight Club.
No, pass it. That's not it.
Maddie and Mom, the question is what is the name of the group Harry forms to teach his friends defense spells?
Dumbledore's Army.
Correct.
I'll just take it.
No.
Alrighty. Question number 14 to
If it
Maddie
makes you feel any
and
better, I'm
Mom.
hot flashing really bad right now.
Question number 14 to Maddie and Mom. Who is revealed to be the true owner of the Elder Wand?
Oh, whoa. Wait.
At what point?
Yeah, at what point? I agree.
The question is who is revealed to be the true owner of the
Revealed.
Elder
All right,
Wand?
so
That was Harry Potter.
in one of the movies, Draco ends up kind of what is it, like unhanding or whatever. He takes Dumbledore's wand. So Draco is the rightful owner at some point, and then Harry ends up taking it from Draco at a certain point. So Harry ends up becoming the owner of the Elder Wand.
Yeah.
So if you want that progression,
I think
that's
it's
the
Harry
progression.
Potter, yeah.
It's Harry at the end, but it's Draco for a considerable amount of time.
Yeah, but they didn't realize.
Which is why it was not responding to Voldemort.
Yeah, because it was Harry's.
It was Draco's and then Harry's. It was never Voldemort's.
Yes.
You can't just claim a wand. You have to actually like take the wand
Defeat
from the
it.
person.
Yes. But it was revealed because Voldemort thought it was Draco's.
5 seconds.
Yes.
Do you have
But
to
Harry
lick,
Potter,
do you have
final
to,
answer.
Do you have to lick the wand too?
Correct.
because it was Harry's at the end of the movies, but it was Draco's during a considerable
And
amount
then
of
for
the time.
some reason he snapped it in half and threw it off a bridge. Okay.
The last question is very on theme with the podcast. Bloody, damn, and hell are the few curse words used in Harry Potter. Who famously calls Bellatrix Lestrange a bitch?
Come on, Molly. Molly, what's his name? Weasley. Molly Weasley. Final answer.
Correct.
Good job, Egla. I did not know that.
Iconic. That
Don't
moment.
touch my daughter.
You bitch. Boom.
You had to know
It was in the
that
last
one.
movie.
Yeah, and then she
And
kills
it's
her.
probably what earned it the PG-13 rating.
Exactly. I'm sure.
And it
Daddy.
was
And
deserved.
I'm looking
and-
forward to watching these movies again today, so that way I can go and actually learn more about the movies.
And participate in trivia.
She's actually such a baddie. Like that line is. Oh, you're like okay, so you're the love of my life. Why would you say that? Because that's like actually iconic. So.
Oh, she's like pretty passionate about that one. All right.
Oh no, it is a moment. We saw it live in the theater on the day of release,
I wasn't really conscious.
and we were like clapping audibly. Everybody cheering in the theater because
right.
it was a moment.
All right,
in that movie.
because I think at some point in time today we're gonna go and do the movies like maybe in reverse, which what we were talking about. So,
Yeah.
but okay, so I think we established that on our team here, Egla knows her Harry Potter stuff.
Yes.
I know nothing. I drink, but I know nothing. Which is okay. I'm comfortable with that because,
That's
like,
all right.
going into this, when Maggie suggested we do Harry Potter trivia, I was like, "Fuck you!" Right? Like, I was like, I do not know Harry Potter trivia, but that's okay.
Can you imagine if we actually decided to do me and Maddie versus you guys?
Yeah, we would have been annihilated, which is why that team didn't go down. That's exactly
yeah,
why.
it's okay.
Well, just to wrap up the game ended. I'm honestly impressed because I knew that the real character question in real life was going to be the hardest one. But I thought it was an interesting fun fact to know. It ended at 9 points, Mom and Maddie, and 4 points, Ella and Laura. Go Egla. You did have some trickier questions, but I feel like it was fun and a fun way to break up the podcast.
All right, so we established that I have watched the Harry Potter movies, but I suck at trivia. I do not retain stuff. Egla, you did a solid job representing us. But
Good job,
Lori and Maddie, I'm super proud of you guys. Like, just super, super proud. So for next week, we are going to talk about, we're not going to do trivia next week because God help us if we do another girls' weekend next week.
No,
But
this was a one-off.
this
Just
is
something to break it up a little bit.
Complete one-off.
Yeah.
So, Lori, what race are we covering and state are we covering next week?
Illinois with the Bank of America Chicago Marathon.
Chicago.
It's a-
Chicago.
It's another world major, one of the Abbott world majors. So people stand in line to run Chicago. So we're excited to dig into the Chicago Marathon. But
It's memorable.
it was very memorable. We had a great time in Chicago. I love Chicago. It's a great town. But I think we're going to wrap it up here. And we really want to take a moment to thank everybody who's been tuning in and watching. We've been receiving comments and everything. And it really means the world to us that you guys are tuning in. And everybody's giggling around me, but I'm going to try and stay serious for this moment. From the bottom of our hearts,
Madeline,
thank
stop.
you. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. And go make this week your bitch.
Peace out.